right. Welcome, 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 everyone, to Screen Test Student Fest. That's right. Woo! We've got a live audience here at the Prairie Center. We also have an international and national audience online while we're streaming live. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight, talking to a lot of people from all over the country and actually also all over the world. So that'll be a lot of fun. And we've got some filmmakers here tonight. This is our last event of the festival. We had our local fest last night, which was a great time, and then we had our Screen Test Junior this morning for students who are in grades 8 and under, who made we had 6 films that we showed, which were, some of them were hilarious, some of them were trippy, some of them I just didn't understand whatsoever, but they were so much fun. And we've got 11 films tonight. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to show all of them, of course, and we're going to after each film, we're going to meet the filmmaker, either in person. I think we have 2 filmmakers here tonight, or we're going to talk to them online from wherever they are. And at the end of the night, we give away prizes. And the first one, everyone, our online audience, and you have a say in who wins the prize. It's the audience award. And we'll have a text number for you to text your favorite film. So we'll give that away, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, all come with cash prizes. So good luck to all of our filmmakers. And I think that's all I need to talk about right now. Shall we get started? Let's do it. We're going to start out with our first film. It's Late Night Edit. It is by Kyle Wegler, and he is from Owens Crossroads, Alabama. Let's take a look, and we'll talk about it afterwards. Here we go. right, late night edit. It's a movie within a movie within a movie ad nauseum. Now, here's our policy. We do require that all filmmakers attend the film festival in one way or another. Unfortunately, with Kyle, we do make some exceptions, and that is when they are involved in school productions. We try not to compete with curricular activities. And Kyle is in his school production, his school musical, so he was unable to make it, but he did make a video for us to take a look at. It talks a little bit about the movie, so let's play that.
My name is Kyle Wegler. I'm the writer, director, and editor of my movie Late Night Edit. I made this in about a 1-week span at this summer camp called SOCAPA, the School of Creative and Performing Arts. During this week, we were writing it, editing, and not only shooting my film, but other crew members' films, since we were crewing on each other's movies, doing the slate and the sound for each other. And so it was a really interesting process in putting this movie together because I had to think beforehand how I was going to edit it, like how I was going to do each of the specific designs and the animations for the characters. And then I actually had to shoot the character in the laptop first and then put that on the laptop and film the editor editing on the laptop. So I needed to do the footage in a very specific order. And then once I had both of those footages, then I could edit the actual animations and graphics onto the character being edited, and then export those and finally have, okay, the character's getting crunched, and then now the shot of the editor reacting to that. And so, yeah, it was a really interesting way of putting it together. And I was really intrigued by, like this kind of framing, like, help me, I'm in a movie, I'm stuck by these borders, and all the ways that movies and editing can work as kind of conflict for someone if they found out they were in a movie. That really fascinated me and also worked into, making movies and editing more interesting, just because you can fantasize like, what if they became sentient and came to life? I thought that was all interesting. I'm really proud of this movie, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kyle. And it's the first time we're using the word sentient tonight, so that's great. I'm going to put that down. Good. All right. All right, let's move on to our next film, C'est la vie. This is a film by Tiffany Zhang, and she is from Benton, Arkansas. We have, I think, maybe the only animated film we have tonight. Oh, we have more animation coming up, but this is a completely animated film. You're going to love it. It's a really unique style, so we're really thrilled to show it. And here it is, C'est la vie. Coming. We have Tiffany with us. Tiffany, are you there?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Congratulations on this movie. First of all, let me ask you, why is it called C'est la vie?
I'm pretty sure in French it translates to That's Life, and in the story it follows the life of this man and his robot companion.
His robot companion. Um, uh, so it's it just kind of moves along day to day to day. Things are happening. He does that nice little spin in his chair, and then we get to the last shot, and he's dead.
Oh, yeah.
Can you?
Yes.
Yeah, and I think that rat has something to do with it. Can you kind of put it all together for us?
All right. So before his death scene, the robot was doing his daily chores of the apartment, and one of them was clearing out the rats. So he like picked up the rat poisoning, put it in the cheese, and then he like disposed of the rat after the rat ate the cheese in the fireplace. And then while he was at the fireplace, he got an alarm from his boss or whatever to bring him some water. So he placed the rat poisoning on the kitchen dining table and then went to give the water to him. And in the final shot, the guy was eating at the kitchen dining table and mistaken the rat poisoning as spice because he was too busy looking at his computer screen.
How adorable. And that is C'est la vie. So this was, I mean, this is such a unique, I've never seen this animation style before. How did you come to it? How did you design it? And how did you create it?
I created it in a software called Blender. And well, I came to it because I didn't really know how to use materials in Blender, and I'm still learning the process of it. So pixelating it was much easier because all you had to do was go to the compositing tab of the interface of Blender and then add the pixelate option for one of the nodes.
Okay. So then are you creating the images digitally?
Yes.
And then you apply the filter to make it. Why did you pick that
Yeah.
pixelated? Why did you go with the pixelated filter?
It was much simpler, and at the time I couldn't really like make complex looking objects, so I pixelated it to make it look much better.
Got it. Yeah, it's really cool. It's so unique, and I just
Thank
like this.
you.
I like the style of it. Did you didn't? There's sound effects, but no music. Can you talk about your sound design?
I well, I'm not well versed in making music, and I don't really want to be copyrighted, so I just decided to use sound those sound choices.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, it works really well, and I just think it's such a fun film. I'm going to see if our audience has any questions for you. I'm going to take a look here. Do we have any questions for Tiffany? Anyone? They're still shocked by that last image, I think. Is this your first film? Have you made other films before?
This is my first film on Blender. I've made like another film at the start of my school year this year. It's not on Blender. It's like 2D animated on a different on a
Okay.
different app.
So you would say that animation is kind of your thing. That's what you enjoy doing.
Yes.
Do you have any influences or any fans or any kind of movies that you draw from?
Scooby Doo.
Did you say Scooby-Doo?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you said that. All right. Wow, Scooby's still big after all these years. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You mentioned you're working on another film. What is that?
What is it about?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure yet. I'm just finalizing the script, and I've already made a setting for it on Blender as well, and it's probably also going to be pixelated.
Got it. All right. Yeah. Well, good luck to you. Congratulations. I love the film. It's one of the more unique entries we've received, and we love getting that. What year are you in high school?
Junior year
Junior.
or
All right.
11th
So you have
grade.
more time to send in more films. Please do. We'd love showing your film. It was so nice talking to you, Tiffany, and good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks. Bye bye. All right. That was Tiffany Zhang with C'est la vie. Our next film, the filmmaker's here to talk about his movie, Jaden Atkins. And we did show it yesterday. It moved on from yesterday's event to today, and it is called Hiding in Plain Sight. Let's see what that's all about. Here we go. All right. Hiding in Plain Sight, and let me mark this down as the second film that ends in a horrific death. So, Jaden, come on up. He's here, everyone. The filmmaker is here. Welcome back, Jaden. Thanks for coming. Have a seat. Let's talk some more about this. First of all, it's cute that the girl ghost has a little barrette in her hair. So
Yeah, that was definitely an idea we came up with from the start with it.
so let me ask you this. You know, it's so funny that the comedy comes out of this film, even though there are not any real. There's some sight gags, but it's not an obviously broad comedy in a way. So when you're working with your ghost actor, and you said you had 2 ghost actors, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and why was that?
Well, originally we wanted the same girl to play the ghost the entire time,
Okay.
but she apparently couldn't work around some work schedule stuff, so we had
Okay.
to improvise.
All right, it wasn't you, was it?
No, I was
Okay,
not
no, that's
involved.
good. All right. So? I mean, do you have to direct a person who's under a sheet?
She was actually probably the hardest one to direct because we didn't have any actual eye holes. It was just felt taped over her face.
Oh.
So we had to not only coach her in the character of it, but also just so she wouldn't hurt herself, especially with stuff like downtown and crossing the street.
Yeah, I could see how that could be an issue.
It caused a few issues.
That's interesting to know. I didn't realize that. I'm having trouble asking the questions, but it's. I mean, we call it a comedy. We'll call it a comedy, right? Would you?
I would call it a black comedy.
A
Yeah.
black comedy, sure. It's when you're watching it, you're putting it together. Did you find the humor in it right away yourself, or did you have to cut it in a way to say, I got to make this funnier?
There were definitely a few moments that I knew would be funnier, the way we cut it.
Right.
Some stuff we even came up with on set. The last shot where the driver comes running out and is looking at the body.
Right, yeah.
That was completely improvised by our crew at the time, and we just kind of thought of oh, well, this driver wouldn't just sit in his car, so let's add another joke.
He's got to
to
come
it.
out right and freak out. Did you at any point did you think, oh, this is really pushing it? I don't know. Did you?
There were a few moments because we had 2 shots of the blood splatter, and one of them was maybe a few drops, and
Right.
then obviously the one we saw with a lot more of it.
You
and
gotta
we,
go big. You
we
gotta
did
go
talk
big.
with our teacher about just how far are we able to push it, especially in high school competitions.
Sure. And was this a high school project then for class, or just?
Sort of. It was funded by the school, and they helped pay for some of our submissions into some festivals.
Okay.
But no, it was technically an outside of school project.
Gotcha. Okay. And I can't. Have you made movies before this?
Yeah, I've made a few other short films.
You made a few others. Okay. Let me see if anyone has a question for Jaden. Any hands up? Oh, there's one back there. Yes.
What went into getting permission to shoot crossing the street or to shoot in front of Sweetwater there? How does that work?
Yeah, I'll repeat the question for everyone. What did it take what did it get to get permission to cross the street, to do any kind of city or public shooting?
So generally speaking, we would when it was interior places, we would talk to the businesses and make sure that we were allowed to film there. A lot of the time we would have to go to multiple locations until they would allow us. As far as exterior stuff, I've unfortunately just kind of had the mindset of film until you get kicked out of public spaces. That has resulted in a few hard conversations with people saying okay, you got to get out of here, can't have a camera. But
Yeah.
it kind of just helps to do it until someone yells at you, and you find a lot of good places that way.
Yeah, that's what you call in the industry stealing the shot. You know, you just go in and do it, and it's it's the mantra for independent filmmakers, I think. So, how long did you shoot for? How long did the shooting process take?
In total, I think it took 2, maybe 3 days of just full day principal photography.
Okay, you had nice weather.
Yeah, that was honestly a huge relief.
Yeah.
A lot of the downtown stuff, it was raining the entire morning
Oh,
before,
wow.
so we got really lucky.
Okay. Is there anyone else had a question for Jaden? Did I see any other hands? Okay. So what kind of other projects do you think you'll be working on next? Do you have any ideas?
I'm actually working on a road trip film right now that I'm hoping to film in either June or July, but that should be coming up.
Is that a short subject, or are you thinking maybe of extending this to a longer film?
Right now the script is about 30 pages,
Oh,
so
wow.
I'd assume like around a 20-minute runtime.
Absolutely, yeah. Have you now? I noticed this film does not have dialogue, and that was, I'm assuming, by design that you didn't want to have it.
Yeah, it was originally for a silent film competition, so that
okay.
was kind of a big push, is like how to tell a story without dialogue.
Sure, which I think can be sometimes easier and sometimes more difficult to convey ideas without being able to say it.
Yeah. No, I think for me, I kind of like it more because I am horrible at audio. That's one part of my short films that always tends to like dip a little bit. So for me, it was kind of taking away like a hardship.
Where'd you get the music from? It works really well.
The music was actually an original score made for us. I don't
Get out! I didn't.
don't
know
remember
that.
his name, but it was a festival we submitted to. They would like write you a score if you were a finalist, and we ended up just using it for later submissions.
And did you tell them what kind of piece you want, or did they just do it? You just say, "Here it is," and they just go from there.
We pretty much just submit the film, and he gives us what he thinks would fit.
And were you, obviously, I'm guessing you were happy with the results?
I was actually really happy with the results.
Yeah, because you could have done a lot of things. It could have been kind of shticky and more, but it really is kind of that subdued sort of, sad, lonely ghost in love.
Yeah, no, I'm very
Score.
grateful for it.
Yeah. Well, Jaden, thank you so much. Thanks for coming back. It's a great film. I really thought
Thank
it was
you.
fantastic. So thanks for coming up, and have a seat and enjoy the rest of the film. That was Hiding in Plain Sight by Jaden Atkins. Our next film is called Gone, written and directed by Hunter Nicholas. Hunter, this could be a first, where Hunter was in our festival a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, as in the junior competition. He was still in middle school and junior high back then, and now he's all grown up. He's in high school. So let's take a look. It's a film called Gone.
All right, Luca, let's get going.
So, how's the new house, Luca?
Yeah, how's the new house? Did you get unpacked yet?
No, it's okay, I guess. I mean, there's not much to do. Just good old country air, if you know what I mean. No mountains. So,
Well, how much land do you live on?
we're on 5 acres, but surrounded by lots of farms.
Oh, so you're a farm boy now, huh?
Dude, come on. You all got jokes. What are you guys gonna do for Halloween?
We're supposed to go to a party. It's supposed to be epic. Hey, check out my costume.
Yeah, my costume's at home, but I'm going as Rocky Balboa. Should be pretty fun.
That's cool. I wish I was there.
Yeah, man, we miss you too. Oh, how's school going? You meet any new girls? Any new friends? Hey, don't replace us now.
I mean, it sucks. Nothing like what it was with you guys. I just miss you guys so much.
I'm sorry, but if it makes you feel any better, it's not the same here too without you.
Oh, shoot. Alright, guys, my mom's here to pick me up, but I'll talk to you later. Hope things gets better, Luca.
Yeah, all smiles and sunshine, Luca. See you guys. Alright, I'll talk to you later, Luca.
Bye. I miss you guys.
I'd love to see you smile again, watch your eyes light up the room, feel the sunny days caress our skin when we begin to fall. All the white noise fading out,
Hey, freak! New kid thinks he's cool because he's from the West Coast.
So, anything new in your guys' life?
I got onto the volleyball varsity team. I can't believe I made it.
That's awesome. I guess all those years practicing in my old backyard finally paid off.
Well, except I bet they don't cheat. Yeah, we also don't have to dodge doggy landmines either.
What about you, Allie?
Well, I haven't even told Lindsay about this yet.
What? You tell me everything.
Well, I started boxing.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I explained his Halloween costume this year.
I'm pretty stoked about it.
That's sick.
That's really cool.
So, boxing gym, right?
Yeah, 4 days a week.
That's awesome, man. And now, coming out the red corner, Allie from the Valley! I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you. Yeah, hopefully in a few months I'll be able to do competitions and that stuff.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Luke, come take out the trash.
Okay. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. I miss you guys.
Bye bye.
I wave my hands from side to side, kiss everyone goodbye. I wish them all the best. I'm leaving everything behind. Everyone I know is gone. I'm starting a new life when no one knows my name.
I'm so excited for Christmas, guys.
Me too. Presents, presents, presents.
Yeah.
And right after Christmas, I have my first boxing tournament.
That's really cool, man. I just wish I can spend Christmas with you guys again.
Well, then for Christmas dinner, Allie and I are going to Longhorn.
Longhorn!
Yeah.
Hey, bud, who are you talking to?
Just some friends.
All right, well, hurry up. Christmas dinner's almost ready.
Okay, I'll be done in a minute.
Okay.
Merry Christmas. I miss you guys.
All right, that's Gone by Hunter Nicholas. Hunter, I think he's with
Hey,
us. Hunter,
everyone.
you there? Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
It's
hope you all enjoyed the film.
Great. It's been a couple years since we last talked. I don't know if you remember that at
Yeah,
all.
it's been about 2 years.
Yeah, you
No, I
made a-
remember. It
yeah.
was for Haunted for Life.
Yeah, Haunted for Life. The last film you made all by yourself. It looks like you might have had some help on this one.
Yes, I did. I had some help. I go to a performing arts school now, so I had some help from there, and then also at home too. So
tell me how this story came about.
So I really wanted to make a film that I love dramas, so I want to make a drama that was kind of touches someone's heart and also has a lesson behind it. And I've always been interested in like always having the twists at the end, so I wanted to incorporate that into the film too. And we got a lesson in class, and we had to make a film that's on Zoom and also have a theme kind of Christmas involved. So Allie and Lindsay that are in the film, they actually live in California. So we had to make the film from me in Virginia and them in California.
Oh, wow.
So now
Okay.
we put it together. So yeah, it was. I wanted to make a whole film like cinematography wise, but also incorporate Zoom.
So I think it's really interesting. You know, you have your character moves away.
Yes.
So we're not exactly sure where the story's going. It's really, we just keep thinking that he just misses his friends, but it really, we find out it goes a lot deeper than that.
Yeah, it's about how like you don't really know what someone's truly going through.
Yeah. And it's really interesting. I think you keep going back, and I think I'm wondering why you went this way. It's really interesting that you keep going back to the shot of you on the bus, and they're kind of extended shots. So what what were you going for, and how did that motif work itself into the film?
It's about how he feels lonely, and like at the end, how he was switching outfits, and on the bus, it's about how like days are passing by. That's what it was supposed to show, and also how the school scene of how he doesn't really feel belong there, and that's why the bully scene was also involved.
When you're the director and also the main character, the primary actor in your film, is it more challenging because you don't really see how it's going until you review the footage?
That is true. I say it is somewhat challenging, but as being the actor in your film, you as a director understand your film. So I feel like being the actor, you can get the emotion you want for your character.
Sure.
But I do agree, it is kind of hard because like once you're done with the shot, you have to go back and make sure it's a shot how you want it to be. So
yeah. How long did it take you to shoot and then put together this project?
So it took me about, in total, I'd say 4 days to film, and then to edit, it took me 2 days.
Hey, it's a week's worth. Not too bad. Yeah, that's really great. And you, this is a scripted film, obviously. It seems. I'm guessing.
Yes.
Did you find the writing process difficult, or was that pretty easy for you as well?
The writing process, I feel like, was somewhat difficult, especially as I was writing. That's how I was writing the script, and then I came up with the twist at the end in that. But it was kind of hard writing it, especially incorporating Zoom into it. I'd say that was probably the hardest part in writing it.
When you're working with, so you're saying that the two actors in the video and the call videos, they're in California. How do you direct someone who's not with you?
Yes.
How do you direct them? How do you
Thank goodness we have Zoom. So
yeah, I suppose, right?
we.
So it was basically you just recorded Zoom conversations.
Yeah, and they have the script too, and luckily they only live 15 minutes away from each other. So at first I didn't know that, but then we were able to figure it out. So then I came up with the idea of them being in the same house since they're best friends, because I moved away from them.
How did you get them to be in this film if they're in California? How do you know them? How did you cast them?
Through my acting class. They also co-wrote the script too, so they helped out with it also.
Oh, got it. Okay, all right. Does anyone have any questions for Hunter? Yeah. Oh, right. So we see a couple of video glitches and Windows player errors, and that what are you saying? That was a tease that you put in there?
Yeah, it's an Easter egg I put in there to make the end make sense of how they're the recordings that he's reenacting and talking to the recordings.
Yeah, it's good. I love the way you just maintain that suspense, that tension, that we don't know, something's not right. We can't quite figure it out, but then we finally get the big reveal. Well, Hunter, I want to thank you so much for making. What year are you in high school?
Freshman.
You're a freshman?
Yes.
Wow! Congrats on the achievement. That's fantastic. I imagine you got a lot of projects in you that will be coming up, and we hope you keep submitting to us because we love your stuff.
I will.
Great. Thanks, Hunter. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. All right. We're moving on to the spooky realm with Tethered. And this film is by Donovan White from Madison, Alabama. We're getting some, let's see, we got Alabama, Arkansas, Virginia, Alabama, going south for this festival. That's pretty cool. We don't often talk to them. So this is a film called Tethered, and you're going to like it. Here it is.
You got another pumpkin? I kind of had to. Those neighborhood kids took the last one. I'm gonna try and carve it before dinner.
Okay.
Ow! What's wrong?
Nothing. I cut my finger.
I'm okay though.
All right, well, go wash your hands. Dinner's ready anyway. You can take a break.
What is it?
It's nothing. You did a great job. It looks good.
No, what is it? What is it?
I mean, the nose is just a little crooked.
No, it's not.
It just needs like a little something.
Ah!
Oh, what's wrong?
My nose, it hurts really
Okay,
bad.
okay, go to the bathroom, get a tissue, keep it up, keep it up. Keep it up. What now?
It's nothing. It's just a headache, probably from this bloody nose.
All right, you go lay down and rest. I'm gonna take the pumpkin out to the porch.
Okay. Give me my pumpkin back.
Come and get it.
Okay. I'll stop chasing you. I'll give you every bag of candy I have. Just please give me my pumpkin back. No! Please. I have to have my pumpkin back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Psych.
What do you do? I didn't do anything. I just got the pumpkin, I swear.
Untethered. I'm here with Donovan White. Donovan?
Hey.
I have two things to say to you. Number one, that was really sick. Number two, that was really sick. That was great. Congratulations. This movie's, first of all, you really know your camera so well. And you know how to move it, and you know how to compose your shots. Every shot counts, and I love that. Did you storyboard this?
So yeah, I did actually storyboard it, and on the credits, I was the DP. So I put in it didn't take super long, not that I remember.
Wow. Okay. But I should, before I move on, who's with you?
Okay, this is the actor. She played the main girl in the film. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Arden Sindel. I was the main girl in the film, the one that got her head blown off. So yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing the death count here on this. We got a lot counting up here for tonight. So how was it I'm sorry, what was your name again? The actor?
Arden.
Arden?
Yeah.
Have you acted before? Really nice job.
Yes, I have. Yeah. This was my first bigger thing that I've done.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, the big bloody sort of thing. How does it tell me about how your actor-director relationship? How did that work with him directing you, or you following his direction? Tell me a little bit about that process.
So we actually filmed it in the house that we're in right now, and so it was kind of just he would just tell me what I needed to do. At one point, I had to the part where I fall, he's like, you have to fall to your knees. And I said, all right. So we just retook every time me falling on my knees. So it was just kind of a easy process of he just told me what to do. And I just did it.
Any particular shots needed retakes, or? Did you...
The one where I fell on my knees,
Yeah.
that one took a while, and I had probably bruised knees the next day, but
yeah,
it was worth it. It was so worth it.
How cool. Donovan, how did you come up with this idea?
So every year, our program at our school, our film program, has an event called the October Project. And I was tasked with, or I guess we both were, because we both worked on the project. We're both in the program. And we were tasked with creating the intro for that project. So that's why you see in the credits, October Project intro. And so that was the first thing shown at the event. That's how we rung it in. And it just came to me one night, and I was like, it's got to happen. We got to, I know what we're doing. This is how we're beginning the October Project.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Have you made horror films before? Is this your first one?
I guess I would say this was my best one.
Okay.
I have horror. I've made horror before. It just wasn't. None of them were as good as that one.
I'm just so impressed with, even just a slight camera movement, or even the shot of the person's shoes, feet coming into focus, walking in. I mean that took a lot of thought and a lot of time, and I don't know. I'm just trying to get your thoughts on how you compose, how you make this narrative.
So, like I said, I did have a storyboard. I didn't spend too much time on it.
Yeah.
But the way the shoot was, this was all shot in one night.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, we started off going by the book using the storyboard, and as time progressed, I was getting these ideas for new shots, and I kind of started veering off of it. And so I had this idea, and I was like, Arden, I want you to sneak up to them. I'm gonna film your shoes creeping up. And that's exactly what I did. I put the camera on the ground, and I told Arden exactly what to do, and she was totally down. It was, as the night progressed, we moved faster and faster. It got very smooth. It was a flow state, really.
And we here at Screen Test love blood. We love seeing blood on screen. There's that nice shot with the blood just dripping down from the thumb.
Yep.
So tell us what's your blood?
So it was actually just fake blood, because this was filmed during October, because October Project.
Oh.
So we
It's
went
everywhere.
right. So we went to Walmart and just got some fake blood from for Halloween, and Donovan just put it on my finger, and then he just told me to squeeze my fingers together and make it
Sweet.
drip into the pumpkin. So
I like the shot, Donovan, of the three bad teens who, and we use it in our trailer where they kind of do the look at each other, kind of the take. Did you direct that? Did you tell them to do that exactly, or is that just by chance?
Yeah, so we did tell them to do that exactly because those three were actually our PAs. They were helping out on the set. One of them was on lighting, but the other two were just like general helping.
Yeah.
And so we were like, we need more actors like right now. We told them to grab some sweatshirts, grab some masks, and then they stood there for that shot. And I was like, you guys got to look at each other, then look back at her, and then book it as fast as you can, like behind you. And that did take a couple of
It's
takes.
a
'cause we were
great horror movie trope. I love it. See if we can get a quick question out here. I know we're running a little late, but does everyone have a question for Donovan or Arden? Yeah. Horror influences and any ideas for the tethering that you did not end up shooting?
Horror influences.
That's a good question.
Oh, well, man, that is a good question
Yeah.
because I'm like a huge fan of horror, so there was like a lot that went into it. I know like a lot of them are like short films on YouTube. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but like Portrait of God is like one of my hugest inspirations. I love every shot in that.
Okay.
And things like Nightmare on Elm Street, you know, the classic
Sure,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And what about, is there anything you left out that you know, as far as the motif of tethering?
I don't think so. I know we wanted a shot where the axe would like stay in the pumpkin for that last shot, but it ended up not working out as well as we thought it did, so we had to cut that part. Other than that, I'm not that I remember there wasn't any more that we had to cut.
Donovan, great direction. Arden, great acting. I think it's a killer film, literally. So, good job. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, our next film is all the way from China. It is called The Shadow of Green. Well, we'll see. You know, sometimes Zoom doesn't always work the way it should, but let's see if we can connect with our director on this one. But I think it's a wonderful film, so let's take a look at it. It's called The Shadow of Green.
等等，等等，等等，等等，等等，等等，
等等，我有事找你。
我不明白，有什么必要？
你的意思是，我们只是朋友喽？
其实，我觉得现在这样也挺好的呀。
好，我不觉得好，你说清楚，我们到底是什么关系？你要不就说我们是朋友算了。
张晨，
您是不是认错人了？
Okay, The Shadow of Green. Let me see if Grace, can you hear me? Are you getting audio? We're having a little trouble with audio. Oh, are we getting it?
Hello,
Oh,
hello.
are we getting it?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Grace.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi.
Hi, Grace.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi.
Hi, Grace. How are you? Uh-oh. Hold on. How are you? Uh-oh. Hold on. I hear myself, and I don't like that. I hear myself, and I don't like that. It's like I'm interviewing myself. Let me see if we can get something. I'm interviewing myself.
Try earphone.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Earphones. Yeah, that's good. Let's see if that works. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Earphones. Yeah, that's good. Let's see if that works. Hello?
Hi.
All right. Are we good?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, good. Very good. Hi, Grace. How are you?
Hi, I'm really good.
Thank you. This is a beautiful movie. Can you tell us how? Tell us a little bit of why you made this and what you were thinking when you made this film.
Oh, okay. Actually, I got the concept chasing by while watching a film called Lola Run. Oh, Run Lola Run. I
Oh,
think.
sure. Yes.
And that film used chasing to like combine the story happening in different timelines. So I think it's really interesting, and I have this idea, and then in the process of build up this story, I think the story is more suitable to happen between the same-sex people. So as my own understanding to the LGBTQ plus group on it. Mhm.
Yeah, this is a very I think it's a difficult subject that you have to handle, but you did it very well. Did you have a budget for this? Because it looks like you spent a lot of money on this. You couldn't have, could you? Did you?
Well, actually, you don't have many capital on it.
And
So most of it's spent on the camera, the equipment. Yeah,
Okay.
so you can see most of our scene is on the street or on the convenience store. Oh, and then for that convenience store, I get it for free. I just communicate with the owner of that store. And the classroom is just in my school, at the school of my characters.
Oh, I see.
So it's also free.
Okay. Was it difficult shooting your exterior shots and also at the end where they're in the store? Did you have to get permission? Was that difficult to get, or is it difficult to shoot?
It's actually I think I'm quite lucky because I only like communicate to the owner of store, and I thought he will say I will pay some money for that, but he say okay, just come tell me the time. So I'm really lucky on
Wow.
that. And also for the school is also free. Just communicate
Sure.
communicate to the principal.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I got it.
Who are your actors? They did a beautiful job.
Oh yeah, they're all my schoolmates, but they one of them is not in here, and another one is sick, so unfortunately they cannot come.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think they both did a wonderful job, and they're difficult roles to play. Did you have to direct them a lot? Was it easy for them to play these parts, or did you have to work with them to create the feeling you wanted to?
Well, so they're more good at acting compared with my imaging. So most of part is quite successfully, but only one part, the one they in front of the school, and they need to look like love each other, and that one's really hard because they cannot look like they like each other. They only look like they hate each other.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah.
I spend I spend a lot of time on that. We spend a morning on that, and I don't think it's really good. So I just tell them go to eat lunch and we come back because I think that's the atmosphere, the vibe you cannot get just like the over and over.
Yeah.
You need to find a good timing for that.
Right.
So I just tell them relax. Imagine this one is the one who you fall in love before.
Yeah.
They just treat her like that guy, that girl, or
Sure.
Mhm.
They're so good. Was it difficult because you go from present to past? Was it difficult matching shots, and did you have to work to make your shots work together?
Oh well, because I design many shots at beginning. Even I like have a new idea, so I change a little bit when shooting. But because I have that plan at initial, so it helped me a lot in editing.
Yeah.
Because most of them are matched because I designed that.
Sure. Let me see. I think there might be. Is there a question for Grace? Did I see one? Nothing. All right. Well, Grace, I want to thank you so much. This is a lovely film. Thank you for sending it in. Has the movie been seen anywhere else?
By my friend, I showed them.
Please send it. Please send it around the world. I think it needs to be seen because you did a beautiful job. So,
well, thank you.
Thank you. It's so nice to talk to you. Thank you, Grace. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was lovely. That was just lovely. So we're going to go from China to Croatia now. We have a movie called Three Colors. And again, this is another film unlike we've had before. I don't want to say too much, but it's simply gorgeous. And please enjoy it. It is called Three Colors.
Dragi tata, pišem ti pismo o tri boje.
Wow. Just stunning, isn't it? Just stunning. We have Lana, is it Gradea, I think? Lana, you there? Hello? Maybe? Either your image is frozen or you're just in shock. I don't know. Uh-oh. We saw you moving backstage. Let me see if we're having a little trouble. I know we had a slow connection, so let me see if we can pick it up a little bit. Lana, can you hear me? I hope we do connect because you want to see what I don't know if you can see what shirt she's wearing. Oh yeah, you can see it. How are we doing back there, guys? Any luck? Oh. Hello?
Me? Oh.
Lana, you there?
Hi.
Hi, Zdravo, how are you?
Yes, I am.
Hi, thank you. All right, we'll see.
I'm really good. How are you? I'm a bit tired.
Oh, good. Okay. I
I
think. Can you show everyone the shirt you're wearing, please? I think it's important that we see it.
Oh, of course.
There it is, Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And I believe there is a very famous Croatian Chicago Bulls player from the past. Who was that?
If you're talking about Nikola Vucevic, he's from Montenegro.
I was actually thinking Tony Kukoc. Is he from Croatia? I think he is. I'm going to guess that he is. So, well, how are you? Thank you. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful film. Why is it called Three Colors?
Because every color represents the emotion.
And it's boy, it's a word. It's a movie without words, a movie without images. It's images and music which work together beautifully. But it's also a film about loss, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Wait, can you repeat what you said? My network is really bad.
Yeah, it's a little difficult, but we'll keep trying. We'll see if we can do this. Are you the camera person for this film?
Yes, I am.
And how long did it take you to shoot all of the footage?
Well, we started filming late February, so it took us about 3 weeks because it was like raining all the time.
Oh,
but
raining.
We made it through. And yeah, I think it's about 3 weeks of filming.
And how do you decide which shots to use in the final film?
Well, we really focus on colors. So we filmed the scenes in a park that's in my town. It's called Ilona Skopolje. And yeah, we just really try to focus on the colors of the things that we filmed.
They are such beautiful, beautiful pictures. How did you have some insects? I think there's a caterpillar and another bug crawling around. How did you find that? How did you get that shot?
we were walking around the park and just like really paid attention to the details. We tried to film everything that caught our eye. So yeah, there was a lot of bugs. I
So it
was
wasn't-
scared. Some,
Okay. Where's the music from?
so we didn't film a bug, but the little one. So I was scared.
Yeah. Where did the music come from?
We downloaded free music. Yeah, I downloaded the free music that's like usually you use for movies because otherwise it will be copyright infringement.
Right.
Did I spell that right?
Yeah. So you basically get it for nothing and you get to use it anytime you want. So let me see if we can try to get a question through. I don't know if anyone has something. No? Oh yeah, over there. Yeah, your footage is so clear and beautiful. What equipment did you use? Or what camera did you use, I guess, more importantly? I think we're
422.
Okay. Well, listen, it's a little difficult, but we did connect and we're able to talk a little bit. I want to thank you so much, Lana, for talking to us. Thank you for wearing the Bulls shirt. I think it's really cool. And if I had a shirt that said Croatia, I'd be wearing it, but I don't have one. So I have been there. It's a beautiful country, and I want to go back. But thank you so much. Congratulations, and please keep making more movies so we can see them.
Yes, especially Seaside.
All right, well, we'll stop there. All right, thank you very much. We don't know where the connection gets lost, but that's okay. But it was lovely for her to join us, and talented young filmmakers. So we're getting close to the end here. We're going to start with continue with our next film. The filmmaker is here from Arlington Heights, and it's Lainey Marquette. The film is called Sensitivity. We'll watch it and talk about it after that. Here we go.
I'm not one of the greedy kind. All of my fun comes in flow. I know what's on my mind. I'm not resting until I find what would make your eyes listen with joy. Listen, big boy. I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you, I wanna be kissed by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be kissed by you, love, for goodness, by you. Anything higher than still the desire, make you my young papa. I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you,
you to rub it down your neck.
All the way?
Yeah, but make it hot, you know?
Sensitivity. Lainey, you're here. Come on up, please. Boop, boop, be doop. How you doing? Good. Here's a microphone for you. Have a seat.
Thank you.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
So give us your your kind of your brief synopsis of what this film is about.
Yeah, so I was kind of mad. I think a lot of my inspiration comes from when I'm mad sometimes. You see lots of teenage girls in like films, so I was kind of mad for two reasons. One, I was mad because lots of girls who are like in the movies, you see the way that like the media like, waits till they're 18 or like tries to like paint them in this light that, is like, So if you feel uncomfortable watching this movie, that was the goal. That if you feel uncomfortable, then that's good. You should be. And I was also really mad that when you see people who play teenage girls in movies, usually they're like 28, and so they're wearing all these like scantily clad outfits, and you like don't realize how like they're supposed to be like 16 years old. So my friend who is playing the main character, she's actually 16.
Who does an amazing job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was glad that you said that. But yeah, she is actually 16, and so you see her doing all these things that maybe you don't realize and you don't like correlate. 'Cause you see these adults in like Riverdale doing these things with their adult bodies, and you forget that they're supposed to be, or like Euphoria, and you forget they're supposed to be so young. So yeah.
Well, thank you. That really helps a lot. And what I find so interesting is that you have the credits run.
Yeah.
But the film continues.
Yeah.
And I don't think all is still right, is it? I mean, there's still something going on.
Yeah. So that's kind of like the behind the scenes of the, it's. So I guess you could say that there's like, it is like a movie in a movie. So it's like the girl is an actress and she was on set. And I think when the music does this little thing, you're kind of supposed to be like, oh, something is weird.
Yeah,
and
I mean, you get the sense of objectification, obviously, where the director, whoever that might be, is saying, try to make it look like this, or and I find another shot that I find really interesting is where she gets in the car, and she takes the bottle of Coke and drinks it, and that to me is like, I don't think that really is. I mean, are we to believe that's Coke, or is that just kind of a metaphor for her just kind of, maybe getting involved in things and being, pressured into things that maybe she wouldn't do normally.
Yeah, exactly. I thought the Coke most fit with the vibe because it was supposed to be like 60s-ish.
Exactly.
But I don't think it was really.
But I think we know what's going on.
Yeah,
I would
hope.
And who's the name of who's your actor? The friend who's the star?
Oh, her name is Julia Charlie Gann.
Julia, okay. How did you, and this is really kind of an auteur film, really. And so you have to convey what you want her to do.
Yeah.
How did you do that? Because she really delivers. And how did you get her to do that?
Thank you. So yeah, I am in theater, so I'm very lucky to have like a wide array of people that can just always act for me. She does theater. I've worked with her before as like a fellow actor and stuff like that, so I can kind of see how she works. And of course we're friends, so we kind of have that aspect of understanding. And I do ask, whenever I make movies, I ask my friends to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I really like one-take shots. Like we had one shot to do the blood thing. We had one shot to do the cake thing. And one time I made this like Carrie-inspired music video with my friend. I dumped blood on her. So I kind of like asked my friends to do a lot, and I'm really grateful that they, let me. They kind of like understand me in that way.
They're game and they go along with it.
Yeah.
Well, that comes from trust, and they trust you. And they
I
know
would
that.
hope so.
Did you? You obviously went for a kind of a retro look. You said 60s.
Yeah.
Does that play into your kind of idea of what this is all about?
Yeah. So I really like Sofia Coppola, so I kind of like stole that from her a little bit.
I get that.
Yeah. I think having it as like 1960s and then realizing that it actually is a film that they're making now, kind of like sorry, I'm kind of sick. Kind of like, because at first you see it and you're like, oh, she's doing these things and it's so vintage, and then you're like, oh, she's doing these things and I'm kind of uncomfortable, but maybe that's because it's vintage, and then it's like, no, this is not vintage. There's no excuse for this, because I played with a lot of songs. This one ultimately is copyright free, but there are versions out there of my film that are not copyright free. One of them is like this song that's like, finally you're 16 years old, and it's like from like the 1950s, and like that sort of thing was acceptable.
Yeah.
So I kind of chose that for.
And another thing that stands out is that she's wearing kind of a nightgown.
Yeah.
Really. and there's like I'm assuming it's a metaphor for blood and
Yeah.
perhaps womanhood or something. So why did you do that? Why did you decide to do that?
Yeah. So I thought that fact that she kind of hurts herself, but then she kind of plays it up into this like sexualized nature, and she kind of like, she kisses the mirror and she dances all around and she's covered in blood.
Yeah.
And it's kind of viewed as like a sexual thing rather than like a feminine thing or like an accident. And then she goes out in public like that, and we were in public, and that was she was wearing a coat a lot.
No kidding.
They all were.
Well, that's brave filmmaking. Any questions for Lainey in the audience? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let me see if I can also restate that for the internet audience. Is that here you have an actress playing another person, both of whom are really not having a great day, even though on the surface, it's supposed to be a day of celebration, a day of accomplishment, and things happening, but that's not really the case. So if I'm asking that right, John, how did you come up with this concept?
Yeah, so it is her job. She's an actress, and I feel like there's a kind of need, like, I signed up for this. I have to do this, and so she does do it. I kind of came up with it. I had lots of followers on the internet myself once when I was younger, and I felt watched a lot, and I felt forced to do things like that. And so I think, of course, it's from the aspect of like Millie Bobby Brown or like the Olsen twins, how people waited for them, but I think it's also partly about me.
Yeah. You have a great eye for imagery.
Thank you.
How did you do that? How did you learn that?
Pinterest. I do a lot of Pinterest.
Okay. Yeah. So you learn by example and by looking at. Do you have a you said Sofia Coppola, any other influences?
Recently I like Rose Glass, Love Lies Bleeding, and I also like Emma Seligman, who's pretty new.
Wow. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing this with us. So I appreciate that, and I'll take that back. Great job. Thank you. All right. We're going to move on to our next film. It is called Upon Return. It is a nonfiction film. And it's we'll talk about it afterwards. Here you go. It's Upon Return.
I'm Bob Woodruff. In 2006, on January 29th, I was the anchor of World News Tonight at ABC, when suddenly everything changed in an instant.
Heading up to Camp Taji. There's some foot patrol.
Since I'd been covering wars for a while, I was assigned to go over to Iraq because at that time was the peak of the war. A lot of people ask me, if reporters that have reported about wars and gone into war zones, is it really something you think about all the time? Is this a dangerous place? Do you think you could get injured? Do you think you could get killed? And I think in many ways when you go to those areas, you don't really think that deeply about it. And it's always in the back of your mind that something horrific could happen, but most people that I know that covered wars don't really think about it all the time. When I was hit, there was a improvised explosive device, an IED, that was detonated off to the left side of the tank, which completely hit us with rocks and metal, me and my cameraman who was doing a stand-up over the top of the tank. And it completely shattered this part of my jaw, my scapula on the back. If I didn't have body protection on me, I would not be alive right now. If I did not have a helmet on, I would not be alive right now. But we were hit, and I fell into the tank, and I was unconscious. When I looked up at my producer, I said, "Are we still alive?" He says, "We're still alive." The Army came and got us into the helicopter while the insurgents were still opening fire. Took us to Balad where the surgery happened. They removed 16 centimeters of my skull because my brain was expanding. And that was off for the next 4 months until they finally put it on. I was then unconscious for the next 36 days before I finally woke up. I had what's called aphasia, which since I was hit on the left part of my head, the left part of the brain is the one that is the area for memory and words. And that's the one that was damaged with me. So sometimes it's difficult for me to remember names because there's no synonyms for someone's name. That was the biggest thing I need to recover from. And I couldn't even remember the name of 2 of my 4 kids. I couldn't remember the name of our country. So many people wanted to do something for the veterans who served. So we created the foundation that would essentially raise the money to support the veterans. That was our mission. We thought it would last for about a year, but now it's been ever since 2007 when we started it. We've raised almost $100 million now, and it's going to continue. You know, I think of all the things that happened to me since I was hit, I think this is the most fulfilling thing I've ever done in my life. You know, it's interesting that when my little twin girls were about 5 years old when I was hit, and shortly after I was recovering and back again, my little baby, Nora, one of the twins, came up to Lee and said, "Mom, you know, Dad still has those gross, disgusting rocks in his face." And Lee says, "Well, don't worry, they're going to be disappearing." She goes, "And Dad's back is all scarred up. It's really gross." And she goes, "Don't worry about it. That's going to get better too." And she goes, "But you know what? I think Dad loves me more than he did before." So maybe that's true too. You know, maybe I think you feel like you have this one last chance to stay on the earth that you maybe had a really damn good chance you were going to leave. And so I think there's a love of life that escalates a bit when you do come out of a crisis.
All right. Upon return. Directed by Emily Sedgwick and Devin Jordan. Emily is with us. Emily, you there?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, how are you doing? Congratulations on this film. What an achievement. Let's get the celebrity part out of the way. How did you connect with Bob Woodruff?
So Bob, he is actually a family friend of my co-director, Devin.
Wow.
And he lives like maybe 10 minutes from us. So we got in contact with him after learning about his story and decided to make a short documentary on him.
So I'm guessing that he was totally open to doing this with you.
Yeah. He was, because he's very comfortable on camera since he was a reporter before. And he even like helped us set up the camera in a way that he'd learned throughout his years as a journalist.
Yeah, right. Once a TV guy, always a TV guy. He is obviously a very popular figure. This was big news when it happened. But at the same time, he's really exposing a really big part of himself, which some people may not want to talk about. Did you have to be delicate at all when you asked him questions, or was it really comfortable in kind of opening up with him on this?
I mean, our interview was pretty long with him. At first, you start with kind of the basic questions. That's like, what's your name? What happened? What was your role before reporting on the war? And then, I mean, I didn't know like some of the most like vulnerable details that he shared. Like I had no clue that he didn't remember two of his four children's names.
Oof.
And I mean, it was really his decision to open up. And I'm so glad he trusted us with that. It felt like such a special moment.
Yeah.
We interviewed him in his house, and it's like that moment interviewing him, that is one of the most special moments to me.
Do you, when you're interviewing a top tier newsman, do you kind of think, oh man, he's judging me when I'm asking these questions? Did you feel nervous at all?
I mean, a little bit. He's been asked so many questions in his lifetime, but I mean, I was confident in the list of questions we'd made up. He was just so like, I don't know, like not accepting of it. He was just very like excited to help us with this project, and he was really kind. I wasn't in like obviously it's a little intimidating, but once we got talking, it was just like a conversation, and I love that.
Right, his kindness shows, and it really comes through. Where did you get all the footage, the B-roll?
So some of the older footage, it's the archival footage. He sent us some of that footage, and that some of it has been used in when they reported on the incident. And then some other stuff, like some of the pictures that he had with his children, or like some of the videos he had with his children, he sent us those from his personal like footage that he has.
Right, and you made this with Devin, another person, so you kind of co-directed it. How did you divide the responsibilities in making this film?
Well, we really did everything together. We go to the same school, and we have a film class that we're part of. So we had a documentary project, and this was made as part of that project. Okay. So we were working together when we selected we selected him, but he also it was like a mutual agreement to do this. And we did every part of it together, I would say, like mainly the editing. The editing was the hardest part. And we did all of that together. Like every day for like a few weeks, we would sit down and be like, okay, we need to take out little pieces of this and get it down to its like best form, his story.
How much actual interview footage do you think you had totally when you were done?
I would say definitely over an hour.
Wow.
And I think the film is like almost 4 minutes. So I think
right. So
the
you're
editing,
it down to the bare
is the hardest part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
No.
Let me see if anyone has questions in the house. Yeah. Oh, I see a hand up there, John. Oh, yeah. Has Bob seen the movie, and what does he think of it?
Yeah, he has. We sent it to him like in several stages throughout the process. It used to be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But my school has a film festival like that we do in-house just with the students in our school. And they have a time requirement that's 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So we sent him the longer version. He saw that. He was very grateful. He loved it. But then we had to edit it down further. And we came to a compromise with our film teacher that it couldn't have been edited down anymore. So it stayed at near 4 minutes, and we sent him that one as well. And I'm always excited to update him on stuff like this when it gets to be screened in like across the country. We send him emails like every month and tell him how the film is doing. And I think that's pretty special too.
I think that's awesome. And the film is getting attention, and it's well-deserved. What's real quickly, what's your biggest takeaway from making this film? What did you learn? What did you take with you?
I think my biggest takeaway is being able to like but kind of finding a passion in telling stories and telling other people's stories.
Yeah.
I've made like another short documentary before this one, and since making this one, I've made another one. And I mean, over the course of kind of growing as a filmmaker, as a documentarian, I've kind of developed a love of just kind of hearing people's stories and then being able to tell them to others through short videos or just kind of like
yeah.
yeah.
Give a quick shout out to your school because they're terrific and people should look them up.
I go to Sacred Heart Greenwich, and we have a wonderful filmmaking program.
It's
And
impressive.
my teacher, Ellen Stewart, I'd also like to shout her out, Miss Stewart. And we just recently had another film festival, this year's film festival, and it was so much fun. And we produce, like, all the people who are in the film program at my school are so talented. And if you go look up Sacred Heart Greenwich on YouTube, you can see this year's festival, like all the stuff that won. And I'm very proud of my classmates.
Yeah, well, you should be proud of what you've done. So congratulations, and thank you, Emily. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Really wonderful. Let's move on to our next film. This is by Kai-Yu Wang. It's a film called Wannabe. I think you're going to have fun watching this. Here you go.
I want to be an artist. As Leonardo da Vinci once said, "He who despises painting has no love for philosophy and nature." It looks... I don't know. I want to be passionate. As Julia Child once said, find something you're passionate about and keep tremendously interested in it. I want to be a gymnast. As Simone Biles once said, I take things one step at a time. I want to be a karate master. As Bruce Lee once said, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times.
They're hitting you?
Nope.
You're going too fast. Stop. I told you to stop.
Michael Jackson once said, the greatest education in the world is watching the masters at work.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's Dad. What happened? You look upset.
My friends know what they want to be when they grow up. I don't know. I don't know what I want to be.
That's alright.
because with you, I totally understand what you're feeling. But with your age, most kids don't know what they want to do. Only few kids actually they can figure out, and each case is unique. So we cannot compare you with other kids. So what we do is just to keep searching, keep looking for what kind of things you're really interested in, and eventually we're gonna figure it out. So just don't settle, keep searching. That sounds good?
Yeah, I understand.
All right, wonderful. So I'm gonna actually just wash the dishes. Why don't you actually just fold your clothes?
So, I gave him some thought, and, you know, Dad's right. I can't just force myself to find what I want to be when I grow up. Life is like a big maze. And sometimes there are multiple paths you could take. But sometimes you just don't know what path leads you to the exit. But whatever path you take is your own choice. Just like Dad once said, don't settle, keep searching. Wait, I think that was Steve Jobs' quote. Oops. It looks better. Just like Vince Lombardi once said, practice does not make perfect. Only perfect practice makes perfect. Like, who do you take me for? I'm not perfect. I'm not Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. I'm Anna, just an 18-year-old girl who wants to be an artist. I cannot believe this. The nerve. Like, this is completely ridiculous. Ugh. I'm out of here.
Wannabe. That was Caillou Wayne. Caillou, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Tell me a little bit. How did you come up with this idea?
So, I realized that a lot of my friends, including me, when we're at a younger age, or maybe even now, we still haven't figured out exactly what we wanted to be in the future. So that's where I came up with this idea for the film.
And who is your lead actress? Your actor?
So Anna is my young sister. My younger sister, who's
she is really, really good. Did you know that going in?
Yes, she is really good. I do not regret putting her in the film.
And then who plays let me guess. Who plays the father?
My father.
Oh, very good. Okay, that's what I was wondering. And you know what? He does a great job too. Was it difficult directing them? Were they just kind of game all along and just wanted to do it?
It wasn't very difficult to direct them at all. They were really willing and happy to help me with the film. My sister mostly, and the only hard part was probably the language barrier because my dad isn't fluent in English.
Oh wow!
And he had to remember the script or whatever. So I told him, you know what, it's okay. You can wing it.
He does a really nice job. It really comes from the heart. So
yeah.
So great job. I really like the use of all the quotes. And is that something? Did you have that in mind before you started shooting, or did that kind of develop naturally?
That was kind of an idea that developed probably in the middle of shooting because I recently watched a couple of documentaries because I was planning on participating in another film festival about documentaries, and I saw that they used a lot of quotes, and then I decided, how about I implant that into my film?
And it's a lovely script. Did you change the script as you were filming, or did you stick to the original words?
I stuck to the original words. Probably made one or two changes, probably to adapt to the language barrier, but that's about it.
Yeah. How long did it take you to shoot this?
So I think it was 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks because of school, maybe.
Yeah.
I can't exactly remember if this was in during like a break or something. So, but it did take me 2 weeks.
The stuff on the bed where she's trying to dance and do moves is pretty funny. Did she kind of make that up? Did she get hurt at all during the?
No, she did not get hurt. This was no actors were hurt in the making of this film.
Actors were harmed.
Most of the funny stuff was also from my idea. She was just really good at acting those, like way better than I could. But she did add some pretty good ideas in the funny part, like when she, groaned from the pain multiple times.
That's pretty great, and she's just great. She's a natural,
She is.
Yeah, absolutely. How did you end up making movies? Is this something you were always attracted to, or did you just by chance? How did you end up doing this?
So originally I also didn't know what I wanted to be. But I developed the passion for filmmaking when I went to this summer camp. I was kind of like dipping my toes into filmmaking, seeing how the process went, and then it just grew from there. And I'm planning on participating in more and more festivals and summer camps and stuff.
You're very good at it. Any questions from our house here? I see one back here. Yeah. Have you ever considered doing the movie in a different language?
So, I have not considered that yet, but that is a pretty interesting idea. Like, since I'm not entirely fluent in my own language yet, since I was born here and stuff, so I couldn't exactly do wannabe with, like, say fully Mandarin.
Yeah.
But if I really wanted to, I probably could with Google Translate. But
I think that'll your audience will grow from that. So, well, Caillou, thank you so much. What a great film, and it's really heartwarming and funny and well written. Great job. Thanks for sending it in. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, we're down to our last film. It's by Noah Shin. Noah's been in the festival. This is his third time in the fest, and that is like never happens. That's a hat trick for a screen test. It is called Appa Tales, or Appa Tales, Stories from My Grandfather. Here we are.
I was born in the March 2nd, 1942 in Incheon, South Korea, where is a little outside the village of a city. It was about 10 years before Korean War. During the war, my family was very poor and always was hungry, When the Korean War came, we moved to the small island, Sungbong, to escape. My family has one cow. That time I liked this cow that I really enjoyed riding the cow. Also, I did a lot of plowing the land. So I was behind this plowing the cow. So a lot of people, they couldn't see me because I was a little boy. And then they realized there's a 7-year-old boy behind there. So people, they're surprising. They said, oh, the little boy is something else. After Korean War, I came back to the Incheon city, middle of the 5th grade. At that time, the house is very hard and poor, and then I usually study on the street under the shed of the roof. After I graduated middle school, I went to one of the best high school in Incheon city, and I studied hard. And then meanwhile, I did training the taekwondo and study and practice at the school gym. Meantime, we got about 150 students to study this taekwondo. It is hard work and then hard training. So only we got 3 guys has a black belt. So I'm the one of them. And then I'm the athletic, and then taekwondo, they thought I'm the tangpe, like a punk. So, but I got a nickname is gangpe in the school. But I was not bad guys. I was good guys, and then helping the peoples and protect them. I was in the middle of the school, age about 13 years old. And my father was sick. He could not pass urine and the blood in the urine. So he went to one of the best hospital, Seoul National University Medical School. And then they diagnosed bladder cancer. So at that time, they couldn't do for him anything. So they sent back home. And then he was home, and the cancer is advanced, and then getting sick, losing weight, a lot of pain. And then I helped him, but why he got cancer, why nobody can do anything for him. So I want to become the doctor. Well, anyway, I want to go medical school. I got an application from med school, and then I applied. I took an exam. At that time, 10 students from my school took exam. Only 3 guys passed. I'm one of them. Well, in the beginning of the medical school, there are many students that come from all over the place, mainly Seoul, and even the countryside. And mainly the Seoul, the student is more, and then they have some power. So in one day, this Seoul student, couple guys, they picking on the country student and teasing and then bothering them, and sometimes even beat them. And then one day I saw them, they said that, hey, that is not the right, don't do that. And then they said, who you are? And then they punched me. And then I defend, and then I gave them the karate kicks and then punch after that. And then I realized I had a black belt, and then Bundo. And then after that, it was okay. And then after no longer happened in my medical school. Well, when the people don't remember me, I would like to say, a little boy who plowed with a cow by himself. Teachers say you are not smart enough. Also, the family say we don't have enough money. I became a doctor. So all this I did my way all the life, which is my stubborn person. Whatever I want to do, I did. From childhood to now, and then I did my own way, and then I did, and then I help a lot of people. I'm happy.
Noah, are you there?
I'm here, Rob.
Okay,
How are
hey.
you?
So is this really your grandfather or a Marvel superhero?
This is from my grandfather.
Yeah, what an incredible story and what an incredible guy. Why? What gave you the idea to do a story, to do a film on him?
I mean, just years of going on vacation with him, and then us just listening to his stories at the dinner table. He has a lot of really crazy stories of him getting into a lot of fights, so we cut out all of them except for one. But
that's for another
yeah, he
film.
just tells us a ton of stories. Yeah.
Was he receptive to doing this? Was he comfortable? Did you have to warm him up a little bit to tell his stories on camera?
Yeah, he knew I wanted to do this for a while, because I let him know. So he was receptive to it, but I don't know if you could tell, in the actual film, but he was a little like when we pulled the cameras out, he was like a little bit like he got all serious, like he
Yeah.
stood up straight. Like usually he's like a lot more upbeat, but
Yeah.
you could only really tell that at the end. That's why we added like the last shot of him like punching the camera. That's how he like usually is in real life.
All right. The animation is beautiful in this film. How did you create it? Because I haven't seen this look before.
Yeah, so the entire thing's really done in Blender. And I actually made a custom filter all in Blender as well, using the material node based system. And basically I just rendered out all of my scenes regularly, and then I re-render them through the custom filter I made, which gives it that painting type look.
Yeah, right. So let me get this. You still have to create the original images to do this, right?
Yeah.
And then is that done completely on the computer? You're not doing any hand drawing, are you?
No, there's no hand drawing. It's all procedural animation.
Right. And this is your third time here at Screen Test, so we love having you back. And your style seems to change, and actually I think it matures also. Although we loved your other films, how do you see yourself as developing your artistry over the years?
Yeah, I really try to do something different. I see a lot of other filmmakers my age focusing on like certain maybe a certain visual style, certain themes, which is all good. But I'd really try to learn something different for each of my films. This one, really nailing the visual style.
Yeah.
Also focusing more on character animations, and also I don't know if you noticed, but like the clothes in this one, it's all physics based, which is different than my other films. But yeah, just in the downtime between films, I really like to learn new techniques and incorporate them into my next film.
Right. Is animation going to be your thing, or do you think you might even move over to live action?
I'm really open to doing live action. With the film club I'm in, we actually did a like a 48-hour film challenge all in live action, which was really fun. I just do animation now because it's the easiest thing to do, like as a solo
Sure.
filmmaker. But I'm definitely open to doing live action.
Yeah, you can do it on your own and on your own time, so that helps a lot. Any questions for Noah in the crowd? Come on, John. He's got nothing. Okay, that's okay. I'm just wondering if you have any other projects in mind that you're thinking of doing.
Not right now. I have some ideas, but nothing really concrete. I think I'll start working on my next, or maybe final animation of my high school years during the summer, probably.
When did you make your first film? How old were you then?
Technically, I was in 7th grade, but it was really just like a 1-minute clip for my sister. It was for her 18th birthday. That really got me into it. But like the first actual short film was in 8th grade, I guess.
And what year are you now in high school?
I'm a junior right now.
You're a junior, so you've got one more year. You can go for a 4-peat with us if you make one more film, and get it.
Hopefully,
in, so.
yeah.
Well, Noah, thank you so much. I think this is again another beautiful film. I love seeing the variety of styles you give us, and I can't wait to see your next film.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks, Noah. And that was Noah Shin, Appa Tales Stories from My Grandfather. Okay, this is it. First of all, I want to hear it. Let's hear it for all of our filmmakers tonight. Woo, woo, woo. Wow, what incredible films. And it's time for awards, and it's going to be our first one is I need your help on this. And I think, do we have the screen for the for the text? Okay, here's how it works. There is a text number at the bottom. It is 585-565-8627. Get your phones out. It's 585-565-8627. If we can put up the house lights. Oh, and people also online, you can also vote. I just want to tell you that. Oh, I'm talking over there. Make your vote count. Go online or go on your phone and vote. And we can turn the house lights up a little bit. If anyone needs a paper ballot, we have those as well. And we're going to give you about 1 minute to vote because we're going to move along really fast here. So, people are voting online and people are voting in the House. And while we're doing that, let me tell you a little bit about Screen Test. This is our 17th year of doing that. We started in 2007. I don't know if you walked past the gallery. It shows movies from the past 17 years and some posters from those films. We're having a fantastic time doing this. It's a great festival, and we really love showing off the works of these talented young artists. And I don't know if you know this, but it looks pretty slick. I think we're pretty proud of ourselves. Can we see backstage of our tech crew working? Let me see if we can get them. There they are. There they are. Look at them. Okay. All right. They're all half in the bag, but that's okay. We're fine with that. So. I want to thank them. They work really hard on making this happen. We have so many computers working with Zoom calls and switching and feeding to YouTube, and we have our techs up in the booth. It is a remarkable team effort here at the Prairie Center. We're just so happy to have everyone doing their best work here. So, okay, has everyone voted? Come on back. The votes are in? All right. This won't take long, I think. We'll get this done pretty quickly. We're going to start giving away our awards. Again, I want to thank our filmmakers for being here. I want to thank our filmmakers from this morning, from our Screen Test Junior event, and also the Local Fest last night. And we're looking forward to coming back next year in April. Anyone who's watching, who's in high school, we take submissions through Film Freeway. It's a really cool site. You know, it's all you got to do is log in there, get an account, and send your film in. We charge a nominal fee to enter your film. I think it's $10 or $5 for younger filmmakers. It's a great deal, and you can win some money. So we're pretty stoked about that. I guess we have a little time if anyone has any questions about the festival. How many submissions did we have? I believe we had 76 films submitted. We only could show 26 of them. So about a third of them make it in. That changes from year to year. Sometimes we get more. We don't get less, really. So we do pretty well, and it's a difficult decision. If you can see, we have a panel of judges who vote on them, give them a point. We have a point system, and they watch them online. They submit the points. We just tally them up and give those awards based on their ratings. A number of them have worked in the industry, have worked professionally in film. Some of them are actors. Some of them are artists. So it's a wide variety of people from different artistic disciplines who select what movies are going to win. So it's a big effort. It takes a lot of work. So are we there? Here we go. It's time to give away some awards. Ready, guys? Interesting. Wow, I feel like I'm in the Oscars where I tear the envelope open or something like that. Our first award, and let's see if the filmmaker is online to receive it. It is Upon Return. Emily Cedric, Devin Jordan. Is Emily with us? Here she comes. Emily, can you hear us? There it is.
Yes, I can hear you.
It's an audience award from our audience that you've won that prize. It is worth $100, and I think it's time for an acceptance speech. So go.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this festival. Sorry about the environment right now. I had to step out of my family event. But
That's okay.
Yeah. It's so exciting. Thank you.
All right, thanks. And stick around. We're giving away more awards. We'll see what happens. So congratulations. And let's continue with our next award. And I think it is for, I've got so many trophies here. Let's see, which one do I have here? I think it's production values. Is that right? I think it is. Here it is. Okay, for achievement in production values, the award goes to, look at that, it's pretty, isn't it? 3 Colors. Lana, are you there? Let's see if we can connect with her. And had we a little trouble last time? Oh, here she comes. Are we there? Lana! Can you hear us? This is, if you can see, I don't know if you can see this, but you have won the award for achievement in production values. It is a $100 prize.
Oh my God!
It might cost us that much to send it to Croatia, but we're more than happy to send this. It's a lovely award. You did such a beautiful job, and I think we can hear you now. So can you share with us your thoughts?
My phone, I'm really sorry about my connection earlier. You see, the laptop I use is basically older than me, but I'm on my phone now, so.
Oh, you sound good now. Okay. Tell us, okay, you have to give us an acceptance speech. Congratulations. Please give us an acceptance speech.
Okay, I'm just out of my mind right now. I'm really thankful. This is a wonderful journey. I'm really thankful to my mentor, by the way, because if there wasn't his support, I wouldn't make this this far. Okay, wow. Thank you so much.
Well, it is a very well-deserved award. You did a wonderful job. Your team did a great job. Mr. Goran, I believe, who's your advisor.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot on the through emails. He seems like a really good guy. So he's awesome, right? He's awesome. So Lana, congratulations. We'll be in touch with you so we can get this to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. That is our production award. For our writing award, our best achievement in writing. Here we go. Okay. The winner is Wannabe. Caillou, are you there? Is Caillou there? Caillou? Hello?
Hi.
You won the Achievement in Writing Award at the festival.
Really? That's crazy.
Congratulations. This comes, first of all, you get this beautiful, it's a really nice trophy. And it comes with a $100 cash prize, which we're going to send to you. So I think that deserves an acceptance speech from you.
An acceptance speech?
Yeah, that's right. And you're a writer, so make it good.
Oh. Do I have to say it now?
Yes, you do.
Okay. I want to thank everyone for watching my film and considering it as to deserve the writing award from Screen Test Student Fest. I'm really grateful, and yeah,
that's all you need to say.
I'm speechless.
All right. Hey, congratulations. It's a wonderful achievement that you did. I think you did a great job. We'll be in touch soon. Thank you. Good job. Congratulations, Caillou.
Thank you so much.
All right. Look at that. I've got so many things to give away here. All right. We're moving on to our top 3 prizes. Those are 2 $100 prizes. Our third place is also a $100 prize, and there's a trophy with that. And that one goes to Appa Tales, Stories from My Grandfather by Noah Shin. Is Noah there? Noah. There you are, Noah. Hey, Noah. Hello? Audio? Yes.
Sorry, I was listening on my phone. And it was
Noah, congratulations. You took 3rd place for this year's screen test.
Thank you so much for considering me.
Let's go. Yeah, go ahead. This is it. Yeah.
I just want to thank Screen Test for selecting me these past 3 years. especially the first year being selected into a film festival, like encouraged me to continue making films. And I'll accept this trophy to continue on my journey of making films into my senior year.
Please do. We love what you do. We love what you make, and we love what you send in. So congratulations. This comes with a $100 prize. We'll be in touch with you to get you your trophy and your money. So great job.
Thank you.
All right. Moving on to second place. Oh my gosh. Here it is. This comes with $250. I've got so many boxes here. This comes with a $250 cash prize. Second place goes to Upon Return. And do we have Emily? Is she there with us? Emily.
Hi.
You took second place at the festival.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
So this comes...
I wish Devin could be here right now.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll be able to share this with you. This comes with a $250 cash prize plus your $100 cash prize. The total is, cha-ching, $350.
Thank you so much.
Let's hear your acceptance speech. Go for it.
I would like to thank Bob Woodruff for being part of this whole journey. Also Devin, sad that she can't be here right now. And Screen Test for including us in the festival. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you so much. Congratulations. We'll be in touch and get this to you and your money. So great job.
Thank
and
you.
We have one prize left. And that's our Best in Show. And that comes with a $500 cash reward. And we do not have to go online for this one because it goes to Lainey Marquette for Sensitivity. So come on up. I can't even find a mic. Oh, here we go. Sensitivity. First of all, I'm going to give you this bad boy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Or bad girl, whatever it is. I don't know. What do you want to call it? All right. This is it. Your big speech.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Yay. Thank you. It means a lot. So I'm glad you liked it as much as I liked making it. So thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Great job. And stick around so we get some paperwork from you, okay? Everyone, thank you. That ends our festival for this year. Thanks for joining us. We had a great time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.